The Paralympic Games in London are underway, with thousands of athletes defying disabilities to compete. But among their sponsors is a company which is accused of leaving many physically impaired people defeated and dejected. RT's Laura Smith has the details.
The Paralympics are the ultimate display of triumph over adversity, a showcase for people who've overcome their disabilities and achieved something amazing. But hanging over this event is a shadow cast by major sponsor Atos. It's the firm the government's paying to assess disabled people's ability to work, but it's blamed for humiliating the vulnerable and forcing people off benefits as part of the country's austerity drive.
They are making money out of other people's misery, quite literally. The irony of them sponsoring the Paralympics is I think it's really lost on them. And it seems to divide people into the deserving disabled and the undeserving.
Tony Bradstock went through an Atos assessment, which resulted in him losing his entire income for 6 months. He says he was made to feel like a criminal, and the process resulted in him attempting suicide.
The work capability assessment assessed me as being fit for work, in spite of what my GP had said, in spite of what my consultant at the hospital had said, in spite of what my occupational health doctor had said. I actually took a bread knife to my wrist because I couldn't find any way out of keeping the roof over my head. For my family, I couldn't see any way out of it.
He's not alone. Pressure groups say 32 people die a week after being found fit to work by Atos. Disabled people and other activists have travelled here from all over the country to protest against Atos's sponsorship of the Paralympics. They're united in their admiration for Paralympians themselves, but say an organisation that they feel persecutes ordinary disabled people should play no part in this sporting event. In a statement, the company defends its practices and passes responsibility back to the Government Department for Work and Pensions, which actually makes the final decision.
We do not make decisions on people's benefit entitlement or on welfare policy, but we will continue to make sure that the service we provide is as highly professional and compassionate as it can be.
But disability activists say that's just passing the buck, and that Atos's sponsorship of the Games gives it a whitewash it doesn't deserve.
They're trying to clean up their image by trying to associate themselves with sport and, pro-disability, and people's activity has really given the other side about how harmful and how they kill people by cutting them off.
Team GB athletes appeared to hide the Atos branding on their Paralympic accreditation during the opening ceremony. But activists say that's not enough, when Atos and the government expect to cause around 500,000 people to lose their independent living benefits in the next 4 years. Laura Smith, RT, London.